Sitting here with Terence Crawford several weeks after the big win over Yuriorkis Gamboa. Tell me, what has it been like in these weeks after that big fight and the big win?
Well, kind of been busy, making an appearance here, making an appearance there.
What kind of impression do you feel that win made on fans, and how have they acted with you since then?
Well, a lot of them, had told me that I was their new favorite fighter, and they was very impressed of my performance that night.
You know, I've been following your career since you debuted on HBO a year and a half ago. And I just think about the steps that you've taken and the fact that you did what a lot of prospects don't do. You took a fight on short notice, moved up in weight to face Brandis Prescott, and it paid off because you impressed HBO. You went overseas to face a title title holder. A lot of guys don't do that. What is your mentality to do things that a lot of other prospects and contenders don't do? Why do you do these things and why do you think other guys don't?
Because I feel like you take the risk, you get a big reward. As I was coming up, I wasn't given a shot really, so I had to go take it. I had to fight the fights that sometimes wasn't, I should say, the best. But in my heart, I felt I would beat anybody.
Why do you think that you weren't getting the kinds of opportunities offered to you that other guys were?
I think it's just where I was from. I feel like if I was in a bigger city and I would have won an Olympic gold medal or something like that, then it would have been different. But a lot of people didn't know who I really was because of, Omaha, Nebraska.
Why do you think people didn't give you respect because you were from Omaha, Nebraska? Why do you think people didn't respect a fighter from the Midwest?
Because who comes out of the Midwest?
Yeah, you and Ron Stanton.
Right. They look at it like whoever came out of Nebraska that was worth anything. When you go to tournaments, Omaha will always be the first team out the first day, besides me. So they never cared to even, think of Omaha and have great fighters like myself.
I was in Orlando last year when you fought Klimov, and I know that you took a lot of criticism. I also felt that some of it, well, not all of it, but some of it was unwarranted because of the way that Klimov fought. How did the criticism that you took after that affect you, whether mentally or the way that you then fought from there on out?
Oh, it didn't affect me at all. I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't even a bit worried about what somebody else had to say about me because they're not in there fighting. They're not the ones that's going to be in there taking punches, and they're not the ones that's going to go to the hospital if something happened to me, So when they criticize me and say all the negative things, I just don't even pay no attention to it.
At the same point in time, there's a big difference between the way that you fought Klimov, who was very tentative against you, and the way that you went to war with Gamboa. So do you feel like you altered your style at all so far this year?
No, I just felt like, I just showed my versatility. Like I always said, I can fight in many ways. It's just somebody might bring that out of me.
In the first 2 rounds with Gamboa, what kind of problems was he presenting you, and what was he doing that you had to then adjust to?
Well, I don't feel he opposed no problems in the first couple of rounds. I felt like I was more trying to figure him out and set my distance than to go in there and just throw punches.
That's fair. So what were you figuring out? Like when you were looking at him and breaking him down, what was he doing that you then adjusted to or changed?
One thing I adjusted is stepping in a little more, using my jab a little more upper body movement because I was coming up a little short every time I was trying to counter. So thought I step in a little more. Swipe more at the chest instead of going for the head.
Do you feel like you are going to be bringing boxing back to Omaha from here on out?
Oh, most definitely. I felt I already did that.
I mean, it's a fantastic crowd that you had out there. I know that the pinnacle for a lot of boxers is to do the Madison Square Garden or to do the Las Vegas. Is that your preference, or would you prefer to keep on having those big shows at Omaha?
Man, it ain't no place like home.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind coming to Madison Square Garden to fight.
What's going to be next for you? How long do you want to stay at 135?
Well, I leave that up to my manager and my coach. Probably a few more fights and then go up to 140.
What do you walk around at?
It just depends, you know, about 155.
Yeah, so no problem making 135 right now. Okay. In terms of opponents at 135, who do you like?
Whoever.
Yeah.
You know, I always told them, you know, y'all picking my fighter.
What do you think of Beltran as a fighter? How familiar are you with him?
He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
I've seen him more than a few times. You know, he's very tough. You know, he's very hungry, and he's my mandatory. And if we got to get it on, we got to get it on.
Yeah, it seems like that would be a good fight with his style and yours, and potentially in Omaha later this year.
Right.
Cool. And then at 140, what kind of opponents would you like to see yourself in with when you first move up to that weight?
Whoever.
All right. What else do you want people to know?
They pretty much gonna see, you know, when I fight.
It's been fun to watch your ascent. I'm waiting to see where you go from here. Terence, thank you very much.
Thank you.